Good morning, dear students. Hope you're all good. This is your social studies teacher, Mrs. Ashra. I welcome you all to the 7th class. Today, our topic is reading maps of different kinds. And you all have already studied about the maps in the 6th class, first lesson. So, what is a map actually? Map is a representation of Earth's surface on a flat surface. And even you have studied that maps tells us several things, whether they are on the mountains or on the hills, sea coasts, deserts, forests, snow covered regions. But why is there so much variation? How does this affect the lives of people who live in those parts? So, to understand these questions, we need to take the help of maps of different kinds: physical maps, political maps, thematic maps, etc. Dear students, what is an atlas? Atlas is a book of maps. And if you have atlas, you make a list of maps you would like to read and understand. Last year, we learned to read some simple maps. This year, we will learn to read maps that show height. But let us first revise what we learned last year. Now, observe this picture. Yes, it is a political map of India. And on this map, we can observe scale, which is given 1 centimeter is equal to 200 kilometers. That means if you take a scale and if you measure here, 1 centimeter is equal to 200 kilometers on a map. And even you can observe the arrow mark given and given the direction north. That means the top part of the map is north direction. And even you can observe the index given on the map. And already we have studied in the 6th class that to read a map, 4 things are very important. First, directions, signs or symbols, colors and scale. Observe the map and listen to the questions carefully. Meher went to Bhopal from Hyderabad. So, she started her journey from Hyderabad towards Bhopal. That means she travelled towards which direction? Towards north direction. Good, correct. Ashok went to Chennai from Lucknow. He started his journey from Lucknow. You can see Lucknow on the map. From Lucknow, travelled Chennai. That means travelled towards south direction. Regina went to Bhubaneswar from Mumbai. In which direction did she travel? Yes, from Mumbai to Bhubaneswar means she travelled towards east direction. Veprichu went to Jaipur from Kohima. Now you observe the Kohima. It is the northeastern state. Kohima too, she travelled to Jaipur. So, which direction she travelled? West direction. I think so you all understood now about the directions. And you see on the map, I said you that there is an index box. In this index box, you can observe some symbols given. And these symbols are represented with a point, line or sometimes in some maps with the area symbol. Actually, why we use symbols? Yes, we use symbols to show physical objects on the map like river or capital city, etc. Now, if we were asked to show Delhi in the map of India, we will mark a point and label it as a Delhi. As already on this map given the capital city by indicating the point. And if we want to show the river, how we will show? We draw a line along its course and the color is given blue, which indicates water body. Now, dear students, let us see about the physical maps. What is a physical map? Yeah, physical map shows the variety of landforms. What are landforms? Mountains, plateaus, plains, etc. And even the physical map depicts the height of the places. And in the physical map, the places are indicated in different colors like green, yellow or brown. So, how can we represent the heights of land on flat paper? Of course, we can make a drawing. Now, you observe this drawing and this drawing of Nimpur village. As you can see, this is a picture and not a map. Here, the height of the hills hide what is behind them. A map should show actually all the places without hiding them. Can you think of a way in which we can draw a map of this place? Yes, there is one way in which we can show heights on maps through the use of colors. Let us see how this is done. You observe the picture. This is the heights in Nimpur village, which they have shown the heights on the maps with the use of colors. Now, measuring height on land. In the drawing we have seen that what is behind the hills are hiding, but on the map we have to show all the heights. Then how they will calculate this, measure the height on land? All heights on the land are calculated from the sea level, because all the seas in the world are connected to each other. The sea level means the top surface of the sea all over the world is taken to be roughly the same. Now, look at the picture of Nimpur village and try to understand this. You can see from the picture that Nimpur village is 50 meters above the sea level. Here you can see 0 meters are given. From that, if you observe, above the sea, the Nimpur village is 50 meters above the sea level. Here students, already you are observing the heights in Nimpur village. Here is the question for you. How many meters above the sea level is the temple? Yes, it is 100 meters. The next question, how many meters above the sea level is the top of the hill? 150 meters. I think students, now you have understood that drawing is different from the map. Now let us go into the next topic, that showing height on a map. Now look at the map of Nimpur village area. Can you see that the map shows 3 height zones? Firstly, areas which are between 0 meter to 50 meters height. Areas which are between 51 meters and 100 meters, and then finally areas which are between 101 meters and 150 meters. Thus, can you see that the map shows 3 height zones? Firstly, the areas which are between 0 to 50 meters height, this is the Nimpur village. And the heights between the areas which are between 51 meters and 100 meters, there is a temple. And 100 meters, and finally the areas which are between 100 meters and 150 meters, it is the top of the hill. Thus, any place which falls in the height zone 51, for example, 51 to 100 meters will have a height of above 50 meters. How? Because any place which falls in the heights zone above 50 means above 50 we are showing. So, it is above 50 meters, but it is below 100 meters. It is below 100 meters. So, height is shown in different shades of colors. Even you are observing the Limpur village showing heights. In that also, it is indicated with different colors. Now, here are the questions. Let us see that questions. Look at the map of Nimpur showing height. What is the color given to the area adjacent to the sea? Adjacent means side. So, adjacent to the sea is which color given? Correct. It's a green color. Next, second question. What is the color given to the highest region in this map? Now, you see which is the highest region. Beside the Nimpur village showing heights map, you can observe the index which are indicated to the heights with the colors. So, is asking what is the color given to the highest region in this map? Yes, exactly, it is a dark brown. Very good, children. Now, let us look at the physical map of India or Telangana in your atlas, or you observe this map. Find out the range of heights and colors for the places given below by reading the index. I think so already we discussed about the index, isn't it? Yes. Now, our next topic is contour lines. Let us see what are contour lines. A contour. What is a contour actually? A contour is a line which joins the places with equal heights. That means the contour is a line. It is actually contour is a line which join the places with the equal heights where on the map. So, on the map of Nimpur, you would have seen a line passing through the village. Can you see in this figure Nimpur village showing heights? Yes. So, this is the 50-meter contour line. What it is? It is a 50-meter contour line. Now, let us see what are the features of contour line. Contour lines are shown in irregular shapes. Irregular means it won't be like a same line, a single line. It is the shape of the contour line will be irregular. And why it is irregular? Depending upon the landform. See, landform, it's not compulsory that everywhere the level of the land should be equal or same. In some areas, it will be height. Some areas, it will be slope. So, depending upon the landform, the contour lines will be irregular in shape. And you know, these lines cannot cut with each other. These lines cannot cut with each other. So, the distance between the two contour lines you can observe in the map. The distance between two contour lines will depend upon the landscape. If the land has a steep, means very slope, then the contour lines will be near to each other. If the slope of the land is gentle, gentle means not steep, then the contour lines will be quite far from each other. Once again, I'll explain, children. Contour lines are shown irregular in shapes. When? Why? Because it is depending upon the landform. And these lines cannot cut with each other. And the distance between two contour lines will depend upon the landform. If the land has a steep slope, steep climb, then the contour lines will be near to each other. If the slope of the land is gentle, then the contour lines will be quite far from each other. To understand this better, I'll give you an activity. Take a potato and take a marker or a sketch pen. You start drawing a line around the potato. When you draw, continuously all the lines you draw, one after the other. Then you will observe some lines will be near to each other, some lines will be far from each other. Then you will understand why these contour lines will be irregular in shape. Don't forget, children, to understand better, you should be done this activity at home. Okay? Good. Let us see what are the uses of maps showing heights. What are the uses of these maps? These maps help us to understand the nature of terrain. Where are the mountains? Where are the hills? Or etc. If you look at the physical map of Telangana, you can identify the Godavari slopes in the eastern part. If you travel towards westwards from the slopes, you will reach the hills in the plateau region. The plateau region itself is cut by many rivers like the Krishna and the Godavari, which form deep and broad valleys in them. Okay, children. So, in this way, the maps will help us to understand the nature of the terrain. Terrain means what? Landforms. Whether they are the mountains or valleys, means it is on the height or in the slopes. These areas we can easily identify in the maps showing height. Okay. Now, maps showing heights are very important. How it is important, let us see. And when it is important, let us discuss. When roads or dams have to be constructed, we have to lay roads in an undulating region between two places. Such maps help us in deciding the route to be taken by the road. Similarly, when dams are planned, it is necessary to know how much land will be submerged by the water of the dam. Submerging means what? Drowned. Okay, children. So, that is the reason why the maps showing heights are very important. While constructing roads, while constructing dams, they are very important. So, the engineers, when they give the plan of the roads, these maps showing heights very useful for them. Now, let us go into the next topic, mean sea level. As we already discussed, all the heights on the land are calculated from the sea level. Why calculated from the sea level? Because all the seas in the world are connected to each other. That sea level is only the mean sea level. Now, let us discuss deeply what is this mean sea level. Maybe you all observed, not maybe sea, but you have observed the river or a tank. So, when we see the water, they never stand still. Still means without moving. The water always it moves. So, in the sea especially, there are high tides and low tides on the level of the sea, and they'll never stand still. So, because of this, what happens? The level of the sea keeps either rising means up, or falling, coming down. Which of these heights to we take as height was the problem. In order to solve this problem, the level of the sea is carefully measured at frequent intervals. Frequent means done in short intervals and many times. And the main level of the sea is calculated. Over a period of scientists observed the high and low levels of the sea, and they have come to one calculated average level. Means what? The scientists, they observed the high and the low levels of the sea, and they have taken the average level, not high and not low. They have taken the average level of the sea, which is known as mean sea level. Dear students, I have been covered all the topics of this lesson, and today my homework is write and learn this question and answers. Tomorrow, some more question and answers I am going to give you. Let us meet in the next session. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.